Hello everybody, this is a really nice trip south from Bisley and Knaphill down towards the village of Seale through Puttenham, and then we come back via Tongham. Really nice. So we leave, go down Queen's Road, round the back of Pirbright, head off towards Normandy, and then cut round the edge of Wonborough and Puttenham up to the village of Seale, which is a really beautiful village, definitely worth a visit. And then we go from there around back up past Ash Green, rejoin the Pirbright Road, come back round, and then we took a little trip round because we had to stop off at Sainsbury's on the way home. So it's a really nice route, and it's about 23.5 miles. Let's have a little look. So we start at the top there, and we headed anti-clockwise around that first bit of loop, then head down, and then we turned from our end, the Pirbright end, then we come out towards Wood Street and join the 323, the Aldershot Road, round past Wonborough. So at Normandy we cut off, we go to Wonborough, up over the downs at Puttenham, and then to Seale, and then round. So here we are leaving the Garibaldi as always, and we headed down Stafford Lake Road here. Nowhere to park, please don't park anywhere down here. You can always park in the middle of Pirbright. There's a nice little place in the village there. So we're heading off. You can see how muddy it is now. If you want to avoid the mud, then you just stick to the A322 and then go down Queen's Road. So here we are joining Queen's Road about halfway along, and this is a nice bit of road. There is some bit of parking down here, but I wouldn't use it because the car will be pretty much abandoned in the middle of nowhere all day, and there's a possibility to get damaged. There's a place on the left there, but that's really parking for Sheets Heath. It's best to wait till you get into Pirbright. So we've gone through the tunnel, heading into the village of Pirbright, and we'll just see up here, just past the traffic lights, you can see the parking on the left up there. We're going to go through Pirbright, just follow round until we get just past the Volvo garage, and then we turn right through the back side of Pirbright. And this is quite a nice road. It is a bit fast. Occasionally there's some bigger vehicles because there's an industrial estate halfway along. But we keep going along here past the pub, which is a very nice place to stop. Past the heathland and the planted coniferous woodland. And then we're going to take a left turn in a little while up here. Alternatively, you could carry straight on, but we're going to turn here, and that will take us towards the Aldershot Road. It's much quieter down this bit of pathway. It's a very quiet road. Road surface is pretty good. Occasionally falls apart, but we're now going to turn right. Now the Aldershot Road is a little bit busy at times, so just do be very careful if you've got youngsters with you, or if you're unsure. But there is a footpath on the left. You'll see it's a bit bumpy, but it's a great way of staying off the road if you'd feel happier that way. So we're now in Normandy, and we're going to take a left turn in a minute. So Normandy's quite big. It's just opposite the Memorial Hall that we're going to turn. And it's just here, and we follow through the edge of Normandy village past the health centre. We're going to head round, and then in a second we're just going to go up. There's a bit of a rise here, and then up over the railway bridge that's coming up. So here we go, and there's the railway bridge, over and down. It catapults you forward, and then we're heading towards Christmas Pie. That's a very tight turn there, so watch out for that one. Now we head towards the T-junction, and we're going to turn left here and head towards the crossing of the A31 at Puttenham. So relatively level, a bit of up and down here, but then it does turn, and then around this field it starts to go up. So we're now in Wonborough, and Wonborough is a gradual incline and then straight up the side of the downs. So we get round this corner and now it starts to climb quite steeply. It can be pretty tough, this climb here, and there's a lot of cars that come fast down round the corner, so do watch out for the traffic on this corner. And then it gets really steep at this point. We're heading up towards the big junction, and we're not going to stay on that bit of road very long because most of them are going to get onto the 31 at this flyover heading towards Guildford or Farnham. We just head down towards Puttenham, and now we're entered Puttenham. And Puttenham is one of those strange villages that just vanishes into nowhere. So we just stay on this road and it just fades and fades and fades away. Wouldn't recommend you park down here. Now we head off up here following this tractor that then gets stuck behind a car that was refusing to turn. So there was a bit of a standoff going on there. But you can see how quiet this road is. There's no traffic at all really, and we follow this for quite a considerable way, almost all the way to Seale. It's very rural, there's quite a lot of climbing and there's some forestry work going on, so just watch out for any big vehicles turning out, and occasionally trees and things will fall across the road from the left, but it's very popular with cyclists. But you can see it's stuck on the side of a hill, and we're going to work our way round here, climbing all the time, and then we're in the village of Seale. So it's pretty straightforward to get to this point. The Seale is a beautiful village. It's got a wonderful church there, and there's this war memorial, and you can look out across the fields and get just a really nice feel for the side of that part of the Surrey Hills. Now we get back onto the road, and then we almost travel parallel with the main road here, so it can be a little bit noisy because there's a dual carriageway to our right. You can see that's a slip road to the dual carriageway, so we're following along here. Quite a lot of traffic. Then we got overtaken by two people on e-bikes. Didn't seem to be doing much pedalling and were going quite slowly actually, but we didn't want to stress them by overtaking, and we let them carry on. We knew we could get past them at any time. So here we go, heading off now towards Tongham. Just go underneath the A3 and we're now into Tongham, and from here it's not that difficult to get back. Follow these little rural villages along. The roads here are pretty good. Occasionally somebody will come past, but it is quite rare. We're going to just turn left at the top here, and now we're heading in towards Ash Green. Here we are in Ash Green, over the railway line again, a quick right turn to stay off the main road, and we can now follow this back way across, recross the railway, and a right turn then again. And you can see as we're on the outskirts of Ash that it is fairly rural here, but it's also quite wet. There's no white lines. Watch out for it because it's quite a narrow road. But essentially we're going to follow this road round until we join up with the main road again. Going to turn right, and then we're going to turn left almost immediately. And this is the road that we came out of Pirbright on, but we started right at the far end. So we're going to head back towards Pirbright. There's some quite nice places here on the left. There's Henley Park Lake that you might want to take a detour on. We've got another video of that one. You head back towards Pirbright, and it's a bit easier going this way because it's mostly downhill. A little bit of climb here as we get to the roundabout in the industrial estate. Never used to be there when I was a kid. It's all military land, and then we're heading straight down the road, coming up to the turn off that we took to go right on our way. There's the pub. And now we're heading towards Final Bend, and then the tunnel, which is just on a left turn. So here we go into the village of Pirbright. We've got the roundabout there, into the village, straight through, past the parking on your right, and you could stop there again, but we're going to keep going through Pirbright, past the war memorials and the Commonwealth War Graves Commission, and then we get to the tunnel, but this time we're going to turn right. You don't have to do that, you could go back the same way we came. We just wanted to make it more interesting and stop off at Sainsbury's on the way for a bit of shopping. So we head down Cornwall Road. Not a good time to do this during rush hour, but it was fairly quiet, although the lights, people did have their car lights on. Get to the traffic lights at Brookwood. This is pretty busy. We turn left here, head our way up the hill past the house that's now burnt down, into Knaphill, past the vet, and then we turn right here, but if you carry straight on you'll be in Bisley, or we head up here and we're at the Garibaldi Pub. There we go. So here's a summary of the route, starting at the top, working our way down, and then heading clockwise down through the lower loop, down through Wonborough, Puttenham, and back round. So if you want to find the route, it's at Paul and Diane on the Tandem on our Komoot page, and you'll see on the right, export to GPS device. You can download a GPX file for your use. So if you've enjoyed this route, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to find out when we've got more rides coming up. We've got loads in the local area for this part of Surrey, but we've also got some more for Yorkshire and elsewhere. Take care, I'll see you soon. Bye.